Skydrome 5 over an exclusive San Francisco street that uses a lot of water, and taxpayers have been footing the bill. KPIX 5's Julie Watts is along Presidio Terrace, and Jules, this is not the first time this street has made headlines.
No, V. I'm sure if our viewers think that Presidio Terrace looks familiar, it's because they've seen it on the news before. You may remember that San Jose couple actually bought a portion of common area inside Presidio Terrace at a tax auction. The Board of Soups recently overturned that decision, but it turns out the common area inside Presidio Terrace is actually using about 1 million gallons of water a year. And as you mentioned, the taxpayers have been footing the bill.
It's a posh San Francisco neighborhood lined with multi-million-dollar mansions, lush green lawns, and exquisite landscaping. And as you might imagine, it takes a lot of water to keep this private street green. Up to 1 million gallons a year, in fact. But it turns out, for decades, the elite Presidio Terrace homeowners, which included both Dianne Feinstein and Nancy Pelosi for a time, haven't had to pay a dime. That's because the city of San Francisco never sent the Homeowners Association a water bill.
It just came to light that the city has been footing the bill for up to 1 million gallons of water a year for almost a century. How does that happen?
Look, I have no idea. We're obviously digging into it right now.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Neither San Francisco Public Works nor the mayor could tell us how or why this happened, but the Presidio Terrace is not alone.
So there are about 24 of these situations across the city.
There are, and we are in the process already of transferring them over to the proper property owner. Again, most of them are under the jurisdiction of other government agencies.
Public Works says it discovered it was paying for other people's water during a recent audit of its 200 active meters. According to PUC records, Presidio Terrace alone has racked up nearly $60,000 in water bills over the past decade. The community was built around the turn of the century, but the water bills only date back to 2007. That's when Public Works began paying them. Needless to say, skirting their water bill is not a good look for this affluent community. So last week, they voluntarily cut the city a $59,000 check to pay taxpayers back.
They came to us to say that they wanted to make right with the city.
Now, the HOA declined an interview, but did send us a statement saying, in part, as soon as they learned about the common area water being billed to a city department, they requested the full amount and promptly paid in full. And while the city couldn't tell us how this happened, according to the Chronicle, it likely dates back to a 2007 law. When that went into effect, city agencies had to start paying for the water they use. Before that, they got it for free. And so they started assigning water meters for public spaces to various agencies. Somehow, the water meter here was assigned to the Department of Public Works, even though this is clearly not a public space. Back to you, V.